The black soulstone's getting hotter, straining against me. They're whispering to me from inside.
The demons within seek escape. Only your power can keep it from splitting apart, my daughter. It's a heavy burden, but the fate of the world lies in your hands.
Yes, Leah can handle this, although it will be very hard on her.
Leah, I can feel the stone fighting you for control. I'm worried for you.
It's getting more difficult, but it's nothing I can't handle.
The demons war and rage to escape their imprisonment. Their fury will only increase over time. Leah is very brave, but we'd best hurry before her strength fails.
Of course. Do not worry, Leah. We will be swift.
Azomdan will soon find himself trapped within the Black Soulstone. Our victory will then be complete.
Only fools celebrate victory before the battle's begun. Along with Belial, Azomdan has ruled the ravening hordes of the burning hells for over 3 centuries. His cunning is beyond imagining.
Prophecy guides us. He can't win.
The black soulstone's getting hotter, straining against me. They're whispering to me from
Leah can handle
inside.
this, although it will be very hard on her.
Cooking and serving gruel ain't glorious, but these men can't fight and die on empty
May the
stomachs.
gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
It is time that you tell me the truth about your brother. I see that it weighs on you.
We used to be a team. I'd tip him off to some of the Thieves Guild's hits. He'd bring in the guards and play it off like it was a lucky catch. But one time he showed up too early.
The time when you robbed the Merchants Guild bank.
None other. Some of the guards became suspicious. They thought he was involved. And he's been rotting in a cell in Kingsport ever since. I managed to escape.
You must feel awful.
I don't know what I feel anymore.
While examining Jondar's journal further, I found a torn page hidden within the binding. I believe that it is from one of the tomes I seek. He has written notes in the border as well. Perhaps by studying them, I will learn where the tome is.
I would have thought that would make you happy.
It seems strange that Jondar would keep a page hidden. It is though it is the proof of a crime. I've already found holes in my order's honor. What if there are more? May the battles never end.
What happened to the Mage Lord you mentioned?
My sisters and I waited until all of his associates had gathered to summon a greater demon. We slew them all to the last man. But they uttered curses upon us with their dying breaths. My sisters and I, we fell. Our death seemed certain. When I woke, the dark figure of the Prophet was staring down at me. That is how I met him.
Someone's got to light those signal fires. It's not me.
The walls are barely holding together. Why didn't we repair them after that explosion 20 years back?
I'm not the one who's been skipping repair details.
Well, it's boring, isn't it? Bloody amazing that the walls have stood all these centuries.
Got a new haul of goods today. Take a look. There are just too many demons out there. Could you do something about that?
Brand new goods here. Never you mind.
Nicola, please hide while I'm away. I would never forgive myself if you were hurt.
Hush, husband. If you die now, at least I won't be far behind. Now go, and hurry back to me.
My dad went out to stop the demons from coming in. Are you gonna help him?
I've got some new items you might need, friend.
Please, take my children out of here. Leave me.
Will have been lost, scattered to the winds, but I will survive as long as you buy something.
29. Young Commander Calderos believes that the demonic scourge will flee before a bloody show of righteous force. He intends to lead a charge from our fortifications tomorrow. Calderos can commit suicide by stupidity if he wants, but I'll be damned if I send my lads with him.
This will help.
It's just unnatural to go from a place so hot to a place so cold. The change isn't good for my old bones.
I go where I'm needed.
And what's all this noise? It's as though we're right in the middle of a battle.
We are in the middle of a battle. The most important battle.
I know, isn't it?
Gotta go, Martyr. Or those creatures need killing on their walls.
Do you wonder what will happen in Chaldeum now?
We did what we could. It is up to their people to set things right.
Ashira will be there to keep the peace. I only hope they rebuild wisely. I've seen the ruin that Leoric and Diablo brought in Tristram. I would not wish it upon Chaldeum. From the burning desert to the freezing north, you don't make it easy on us, do you?
Of course not. Where's your sense of adventure?
At least there's a lot of work to be done here. These men fight with blunted swords and dented armor. It's good to help. What will you do when this battle is ended?
I will consider it when my quest is complete.
It's never too early.
I will continue my search for knowledge.
A noble goal. I just want a quiet town in the country where I can work and live a life of peace.
I'd fight if there were any weapons to spare. They'll have to tear me apart before they get to my children.
Don't worry. I will make sure no harm befalls your children.
These soldiers look barely old enough to be away from their mothers. They are not prepared for the evil that seeks to consume this keep.
Few are, without years of training and study.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's a good thing you're here.
I can't defend this whole place by myself.
Oh, I don't know about that. My visions are filled with demons dying violently at your hands. Let's just say there is a lot of blood. Chelsea, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
I know what my future holds. I have seen it written.
Can you not focus on anything but power and prophecy? Live a little in the here and now. It's all we have.
We saw the signal fire. We must light the rest, but the demons swarm around them.
Get back inside the keep!
No! I have to help hold the walls.
Look out! This is monstrous. He was little more than a boy.
Transferring to Bastion's keep is as dull as I imagined. The soldiers spend most of their time gambling. I guess this is what I should expect from this hollowed-out rock, a shadow of its former glory. Still, I am here to provide for Anna. I hope she's well.
Bastion's keep has nearly fallen. Many of you have already gorged yourselves on blood and man-flesh. But do not let your feasting delay you. I would have the keep and its commander in my possession before the next dawn. The rest of this world will fall soon after.
Welcome sight, hero! I hear you're the best there is!
Run!
It's an honor to fight by your side.
You end here.
Nothing. Still waiting.
Our champion is too powerful. Those bastards didn't stand a chance.
We're going to die.
Quickly, help us fight them off!
How have these soldiers survived this?
Your grave awaits!
You're a welcome sight, hero!
So you're the wretch that's given me such trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soul Stone.
What in the hells was that?
An illusion to frighten you.
We've seen the fires you've lit. Fear has no more hold on us. The catapults could break Azomdan's lines, but we can't raise them from their berths while demons swarm over the walls.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the catapults are raised. The demons will truly feel fear.
It is grim out here, but we've seen worse. By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there? That was a worthy foe! Glorious!
Thank the heavens you're here. We're down to 4 lads until reinforcements arrive. Trouble is, the lift stopped. We can't see what went wrong through all the muck down there. Oh, what now?
More of the brutes from below, Captain. What do we do?
Private, if you need to be told which end of the sword goes where, you haven't been paying attention. Fight to your last breath, lads! The lift is moving again! Hold steady, lads! Reinforcements are on their way! Demons! Get ready, men! Victory! We would have fallen without your aid. It was an honor to fight at your side.
That was Captain Hale, West March.
We would have fallen without your aid. It was an honor to fight at your side.
arcane power. How does that feel? Returning to town.
There's 100 other places. I've got a new haul of goods today. Take a look.
The Prophet has foreseen a... our victory.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
I'll take that.
It will be difficult to break Azomdan's advance without the catapults brought to bear. The demons' numbers are too great. In time, they will overrun us. But if the catapults can be raised, our superior position may make all the difference.
Let us fight. This evil together.
They will run when they see us.
There is a disgusting, slobbering, fat-oozing demon in your future. But there is always time for romance. You really should find someone.
I don't think this is the time or place to talk about this.
Trust me, you'll appreciate having a loved one to come home to when you're done saving the world.
Something troubles you. I can tell.
Oh, yes. Well, memories are useless, aren't they? You can't eat them or sell them for food. I'm glad that I'm starting to lose them. Oh, I was just remembering a time when I tracked the jewel to Skovos. A long story. But let's just say that between the sea monsters and poison arrows, it managed to slip away again.
That must have been disappointing.
Oh, it was. But when the theater's ceiling collapsed, I fell right into the lap of my soon-to-be seventh wife. She managed to console me.
7 wives?
Oh, no. I've been married many more times than that. But never to more than 2 women at a time. Never let it be said that I'm greedy.
I've got some new items you might need, friend.
Gift for me?
I know I may regret this, but I'd like to hear another story about your past.
I was once lost in the dry steppes. They don't come by their name lightly. No water, and the sun, an unbearable, unblinking eye. In my delirium, I decided that it would be cooler without any clothes on. So I wandered for 3 days. My skin ruby red, until I fell directly into a lucky oasis. To this day, I don't know if the stranded harem I found there was anything more than a wonderful and tremendously wicked hallucination. But who cares?
Madness out there. Please leave. Head south as fast as you can.
So what if some of my goods come from dead soldiers? They're not using them anymore, are they?
Damn it. If we had the catapults up, maybe there'd be a chance.
Half of the weapons in this heap are covered in rust. What is the quartermaster?
I can see the signal fires lit all across the keep and on the battlefield. The defenders rally to the fires. But though the battlements are secured, we have bought ourselves no victory, only time. We need the catapults, but with the demons on the walls, the crews have been unable to raise them.
We must prepare the catapults to protect the walls from more attacks.
Psh, and I'll be helping you like always, won't I? Take a good look in all the chests around here. I'm sure we could use more valuable weapons for the, reward.
Captain looked grim today. A messenger came in the middle of the night. They know something they aren't telling us. Maybe coming here was a bigger mistake than I thought.
You must be the one that lit the signal fires. Help me free the recruits so they can raise this catapult. Over here. Excellent. Let's protect the recruits while they raise the catapult. Fire's lit and the catapult's firing on the battlefield. Bastion's keep just might hold.
octopus!
Scouts report that more of those wretched demon hellbearers will be here any moment. The soldiers need to be protected. The platform will rise more quickly if we don't lose men.
Out here, you know.
Thanks to your help, we can finally get these catapults firing. Thanks to your help, we can finally get these catapults firing on the demons on the battlefield.
I need to go back.
Got a new haul of goods today. Take a look.
We will stand together against the shadows.
Are you alone up here?
Of course I'm bloody well alone. Everyone else has gone and died. But I'll be damned if I leave my post. Make yourself useful and spin that winch. Catapult, I am not strong enough to lift you alone. Could you please ask my friend over there to lend a bloody hand? Don't mind me. I'll just bloody well carry on trying to raise a great bloody catapult on my own, shall I?
need arcane power.
Damn! Promised Captain Ho I'd watch my temper. Do me a favour, and don't mention that I shouted at you a little, alright?
The imbecile who slew my brother Belial now means to aid the keep's beleaguered soldiers. She brings a girl with her who could undo us all. But I am not Belial. He was weak and cowered behind his disguises. Of course they failed him. We will seize our victory through bloodshed.
Vicente. I am returning to town.
While you tinkered with your paltry catapults, my demons breached the depths of your keep. Once they've claimed the Black Soul Stone for me, your entire world will burn.
Azomdan's demons have opened an enormous hole in our walls and are flooding into the depths. If it is not closed, the keep will be overrun with demons.
Their corpses should serve to seal the breach after I've killed them all.
I am once again filled with the thrill of battle. It has been too long since I have raised my blade against the forces of the burning hells. I remember countless battles within the heart of Pandemonium, as my brethren and I risked everything to drive the demon spawn back to their hells.
Those battles must have been something to behold.
They were glorious. We waged our eternal conflict since the light first broke upon creation. But now, for the first time, it feels as if its end is in sight. You are a great warrior.
Thank you, Tyrael. You are a great commander.
I do what I can. Imperius himself would have been hard-pressed to hold these walls as long as these soldiers have. This world owes them a great debt.
Imperius? Who is that?
Imperius is the Archangel of Valor. It is he who commands the legions of the high heavens.
Has either side ever been close to victory in the eternal conflict?
We thought we had lost everything at the fifth battle of the Diamond Gates. The prime evils and their legions crashed against the very entrance of heaven itself. But one of my most trusted lieutenants, Iswal, turned them back. Still, the day might have been lost had the demon lords not fallen to fighting amongst themselves. So confident of their impending victory, they turned on each other over the spoils they had yet to win. I shudder to think what the demon lords might accomplish should they ever stop betraying one another. Such is the self-defeating nature of evil.
I bring word from the King of Westmarch.
Has he agreed to send us reinforcements?
My lord says he will send no living men to battle imaginary demon lords.
Perhaps he'll believe when his kingdom is burnt to ashes around him.
The demons are in the keep! They're coming up from the depths! To arms! To arms!
You see? They can kill any of us at any time! I won't wait a second longer. I am leaving now.
You would leave the safety of this keep to be exposed out there? You're not only a coward, you're a fool as well.
You see? They can kill any—
You would leave—
I see a foul darkness gathering around us. The forces of hell will soon overwhelm Leah.
Does the Soul Stone shatter? Do the demon lords break free?
No. You help Leah contain the energy within the stone, but the cost to her is high.
I would ask if you're all right.
That was hardly an ambush anyway.
Akarat's mercy. If our champion hadn't come back, we'd all be dead.
This stone is vibrating. I can barely hold it. Their voices, they're screaming in my head.
Is she strong enough for this?
She must be. Clearly, the stone wasn't built to contain 6 demon lords indefinitely. Only Leah's will holds it together.
Take courage, Leah. Azomdan's time grows short. I wish we could do more for Leah. Maybe
I'm glad this is almost done. I don't think I have much time left.
Don't say that. Think of all the things you want to do with your life. The inn you want to build. Your safe place.
No. You were right. There's no safe place for anyone. Look around us. If this keep can't protect us, what chance would a silly little inn have?
Listen to me. We all find safety in our own ways. While I find it in knowledge and magic, you can find it within the inn you will build. Your sacrifice and pain are the very things it takes to make a safe place in this world. You will live to see your dreams fulfilled. I promise.
The demonic rage is building up again. But I can do this. I know I can. Thank you.
It must be hard for you to see your daughter suffer like this.
Everyone suffers, but to do so for a cause greater than oneself, that is the mark of a true hero. My daughter is everything I hoped she would be.
Dearest Jonathan, I hope this letter finds you well, and that life at Bastion's Keep is not too difficult. Arthur is growing up to be just like his father. I'm happy to hear you'll be back in time for his birthday, and I'll be praying every night for your safe return. Good. I astound myself.
Demons came at night, silent as death. The Night Watch was overrun in moments. Since then, it's been an endless massacre. Those creatures, they're straight out of a nightmare. I don't think I'll be going home after all. I'm sorry, Anna.
Not ready yet.
I have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large, mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Bull Cathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
Your grave awaits!
children of Bull Kathos settled in the northern steppes, an area that is now known as the Dreadlands. Theirs was primarily a nomadic and tribal culture, though they had a few permanent settlements such as Cesseron and Harogoth. A group of revered former warriors known as the Elder Council ruled the barbarians.
It's good that you've come along. Our lads are fighting with blades held to hilts by bits of string. They need better weapons if we are going to survive. Watch my back while I work. I'm heading to the anvil. Stay at my side. And done. You've saved a lot of lives today. Thank you.
A gift? I don't have enough arcane power.
I really do like the soldiers at this keep, even though they're not very good at fighting. demons are insidious. They will stop at nothing in order to seize this keep, and all the world with it.
Your grave awaits!
Magic radiates from these balls.
Myself. Need more arcane power. I didn't think I could get any better. coming, did you?
The barbarians have always defended their lands in the north from trespassers. They believe that it is their sacred charge to guard Mount Ariat and the world stone within it from the outside world. Unfortunately, their battle prowess and tenacity have been misinterpreted as bloodthirst and territorial savagery by soldiers in Westmarch.
My servant is already inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse, and those of your friends.
I need to go back.
It is good to... to fight with you again. Let us seek up. Fortunes together.
I'll take that off your hands.
Lead the way to glory. For glory. Opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down. A monstrous creature.
20 years ago, Baal was loosed upon the world. He besieged the barbarian capital of Caesarea and used treachery to access the World Stone Chamber, circumventing the three ancient guardians, Talik, Modok, and Korlik. In the end, he succeeded in corrupting the great artifact. Though Baal was slain by heroes, damage was irreversible.
Do you have any family waiting for you back where you're from?
I was taken from my family when I was very young. I don't know much about them.
I can't imagine it was easy to grow up without a family. Thank you. We are not alone in here.
The one who killed Lord Belial. I will savor, tearing the flesh from your bones.
I need arcane power. I am returning to town.
Empty victory over a useless tool. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
This will aid me.
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
Where do you spend the treasure you find? Or steal? You never dress better.
Living a life of depravity and overindulgence, naturally.
In this climate, I sincerely doubt that.
Fine. Perhaps I've found that my treasure is put to better use elsewhere.
Better use than yourself? You surprise me, Lyndon.
We all have debts to pay, friend. If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Time has flown by since I joined you in New Tristram. Look at us now. Who would have ever guessed we'd be here? And now, every passing hour brings us closer to our goal. But do we have a chance?
Of course. We cannot lose. The world depends on us.
You should give some thought to taking some time for yourself, Chelsea. You can save the world tomorrow. Stay with us tonight. I'll buy drinks. We'll dance.
And how will drunken dancing help when I'm faced with some monster intent on devouring me?
I knew you'd say that. I really did.
Oh dear. That's a very resolute expression you're wearing. You may as well say what you're thinking.
In the Ishari Sanctum, I learned reason and stopped believing in gods. There must be thousands of old jewelers throughout the world. What makes you different?
I've never said I was special, though I most certainly am. I will tell you this. It is wise to believe in gods.
Why?
Because, my young friend, it teaches you to expect misfortune from unexpected directions and disasters that are beyond your control.
I am losing control!
The Soulstone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Azomdan.
I will fight my way across the battlefields and descend into Ariat Crater, where he hides. Azomdan will not be free for much longer. What will you do when this is over?
This war will never end for me. Even if we defeat all evil forever, I will carry the scars of this nightmare till the end of my days.
What about Leah? Surely she can recover from this ordeal.
I wish Leah could have the life I never had. But in truth, I fear she'll be damned as well.
She is stronger than you think. Nonetheless, I will do what I can to help the both of you find peace.
The men look to you to lead them. When they see you laying waste to the demon hordes, they are heartened. As you go, so does this battle. Always remember that.
Things are looking up, Martyr. There's barely anything left to kill.
You're going out there?
Of course. I didn't come all this way to stop now.
Make sure you bundle up, huh? You should probably wear an extra layer or two. You can never be warm enough, I always say.
Then why are you still wearing the same clothes you wore in Chaldeum?
Oh, well, it's quite simple. I just tuck a few fire opals in my pockets and under my shirts, and I never get cold. As good as a pair of long underwear.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Azomdan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
I will destroy Azomdan's ballistae, so that the keep may be safe.
We will not fail you, Seraph.
Azomdan will not be free for much longer. What will you do when this is over?
This war will never end for me. Even if we defeat all evil forever, I will carry the scars of this nightmare till the end of my days.
What about Leah? Surely she can recover from this ordeal.
I wish Leah could have the life I never had. But in truth, I fear she'll be damned as well.
She is stronger than you think. Nonetheless, I will do what I can to help the both of you find peace.
If you insist.
I have saved Bastion's Keep. It is time to leave the confines of the Keep and take the fight to Azomdan's war machines upon the open fields.